Okay guys, here's a single family house in Vero Beach, Florida, listed for $189,000. Property taxes are approximately $1,300 a year. There is no HOA. You are about 10 minutes away from the Atlantic Ocean, 5 minutes away from downtown Vero Beach, which is very nice, a lot of shops, restaurants, but quiet and peaceful, and about 10-15 minutes away from I-95. 10 minutes away from a hospital, so a lot of things that are centrally located to this house. That's a positive. The other positive is Vero Beach is outside of the hustle and bustle of South Florida, so you can be very relaxed here and not be in the traffic of South Florida, which can be very hustle and bustle, but you can still enjoy the beautiful Florida weather, the beautiful beaches, etc. So this has a circular driveway, and it has a little side driveway. So that's a positive, because one negative is you do back up, or your exit street is kind of like a main street. So, I'll show you that in a moment. But from initial glance on the outside, you have a new, if not very newer roof. So that's a positive. When you're buying a house, you always want to look at the roof, the age of the water heater, the age of the HVAC, the age of the electrical. So the roof looks new. Outside painting is new. Windows look a little bit older, but very well presented. And we're going to go on the side driveway here. Again, you got a circular driveway, which is good because you back up to a little bit of a main street. And then you got this side driveway here, and you have a privacy fence, and you have a nice backyard. You have a fence on one side, a fence on the back, a wooden fence, but you do not have a fence to the left. Now, as you see, you have this bigger tree here, and then that would be your neighbor's shed next door. You have a screened-in lanai, which I'll show you in a minute. That's a screened-in lanai. You have your water heater there. Looks brand new. From what I saw in the pictures online, it looks like all new hardwood flooring. I think it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. And this looks move-in ready. So that's a positive. The foundation itself, it looks like on a concrete slab. You have to verify that there's a crawl space. But you can sit there and you got a nice backyard to enjoy. I've been here for about 10 minutes. The neighbors seem quiet and peaceful. I haven't heard any racket. I don't see any red flags with regards to the neighborhood. There's your electric meter. So I'm sure on the other side of that is your main electrical panel inside the house. So you have a bunch of windows on the exterior. The positive to that is you have a lot of natural sunlight in the house. The negative is those windows eventually have to be replaced every 15, 20 years, whatever. And they don't look old, but they don't look new. So life expectancy may be up. The other negative when you have a lot of windows is it's going to be a higher heating and electrical bill. So in South Florida, you won't have to worry about heating, but in the summer, to cool the house, you would have to worry about having all that window exposure. So that's something to think about. Everything has a pro and a con. We got a beautiful oak tree back here. I think that's an oak tree. And you have a very nice single family private home in what appears to be a safe, peaceful community, centrally located, for under $200,000. That's a good deal in today's economy. It's the beginning of 2021 as I make this video. Again, property taxes are listed for about $1,300 a year. And I'll show you here like the circular driveway. See, this is like the main driveway. Okay, but because this is a main street, that's a negative now. It comes out right into a main street. Now, it's not hustle and bustle. It's not downtown. Vero Beach is very quiet and peaceful. But it's something that you have to consider. And they did consider it because they have this circular, newly graveled road here, a driveway. So I like that. You got a new mailbox. So they put some effort with the landscaping, with the paint, with the roof, with the indoor hardwood floors. They put some effort, okay, for this to be move-in ready. This is 20th Avenue. We'll just go up the street. We'll take a look at one of the blocks, because you always want to look at your neighbors, your neighborhood. Here's a guy, watering his yard. Neighborhood at first glance looks good. I would say 75% of the homes look newer or remodeled recently. Maybe 10% still a little bit old and needs some work. I don't see any red flags. This seems like a solid middle-class community. It has a lot of pros. So again, you see the nice landscaping, well-presented house. This guy's a travel trailer, so that's good. Again, no HOA. Single-family homes all around here are well-maintained. Nice cars. Again, this is a solid middle-class community, and you want to know that because when you buy a house, whether you buy an HOA or you buy with no HOA, you are buying into a community, okay? And as the community goes, so does your house and your value and your lifestyle and your quality of life. Because if you buy a beautiful home in a bad community, whether you have an HOA or you don't, then your property value is not going to appreciate as good. Your quality of life is not going to be as good, and so it all plays a part in your assessment. So again, these videos are showing you the outside of the house and the perimeter of the surrounding community. I don't have access inside, but you need to know not just the house itself, but the surrounding community, the surrounding blocks. And I feel safe here, feel comfortable. I wouldn't have a problem so far. I mean, have to come here at night, going for a walk at night. So, you know, I would say overall, you know, there's a lot of positives to this. We'll go take one more look at the house. Currently, again, listed at $189. Like everything, it's possibly negotiable. You know, we are still in the hot housing market, so, you know, sellers are not in a position where they have to negotiate, but you never know someone's circumstance. And now with low interest rates, etc., you know, you could get this house and your housing costs would probably be around $1,000 a month. Now, you have to take into consideration when you're living in Florida, hurricane insurance and flood insurance. Now, I don't believe, but you'll have to verify, I don't believe this is in a flood zone. And so that's a positive. You would have to look into what hurricane insurance would be, etc. So that's something that you have to keep in mind on your path. And it just looks like I may have passed it, and I did. So I'm going to have to make a turn. We'll turn around in this street here so you can see one more street. The only negative with Vero Beach is there's not a lot of jobs, other than, you know, basic retail jobs, because it's a retiree community. Now there is a hospital, obviously a nice big hospital. So if you're a nurse or you're in the medical field, that's good. If you're you know, nurse, a real estate agent, a car mechanic, anyone in a trade, a plumber, electrician, carpenter, you know, so there's not the high-tech jobs, there's not big corporations here. So mainly the middle-class communities here that are a little bit on the higher end, they're mainly retirees from other states that have come here to live out, you know, their final days or whatever it may be. So we're going to be approaching the house on the right. Sorry, I know we're going into the sun, but we'll turn in a minute. So yeah, I like this one. You know, again, I'd like to be under 150, but for under 200, it's still a value in today's economy, and I think that's a positive. And I passed it one more time. We'll get it right, guys. Bear with me. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. It's a little bit hard to find, so that's something because there's a little bit of a shrubbery. But you're seeing like the adjoining roads. You see like Vero Beach. This is like almost a gravel road, but it's a safe middle-class community down this road. So, you know, no red flags there. Again, see, I'm trying to back up. That's the beeping you hear. And this street's a little bit busy, and that's why it's a good thing you have that circular driveway. And we'll get back to the house so you can see that circular driveway, and then we'll end the video. Yeah, I'm pleased with the appearance of this house and everything that I've seen so far. No major red flags. And I'm looking now too, it does seem like it has a new condenser unit for the air conditioning outside. See, here's your circular driveway. Now you can get a better perspective, okay? Now you get a better perspective too on the overall house. So Take a good look at that, get a feel. It's got that light blue color, new tan roof, palm trees here, very nice. Condenser unit to the left, new. Water heater looks new. Hardwood floors look new. Well appointed, painted. It's that circular driveway that I was talking about. To the left is that back driveway that we started in. So this is just another video, another perspective. I hope these videos help you in some way, spark some inspiration, provoke some good thought, and encourage you to live where you're inspired and live your best life. If my videos do help you, I appreciate those who click that blue join button to support the channel. There's no long-term commitment. Thank you to all my members, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.